Today we're going to study one of the most important skills in drawing, texture. Textures make your drawing feel real and alive. And the best part is, you can create textures using nothing but simple lines. What is texture in drawing? Texture is how a surface feels. Smooth, bumpy, rough, soft, hard. In drawing, we can't touch the paper, but we can use lines to give the illusion of texture. Smooth surface. Smooth surface has no bumps or irregularities. We'll use light, consistent hatching to shade from light to dark. And also we need to keep transitions gradual. And here's a tip. The smoother your hand movement and the more controlled your spacing, the smoother the texture looks. We'll use only lines, hatching, and a little cross hatching to show light, form, and shadow. This is perfect practice for controlling line spacing and pressure. So let's jump in. First, sketch a simple egg shape. Add a very light center line to help place highlight and core shadow. Decide where the light comes from. I'll put the light on the top left. You can draw a little arrow in the corner to remind yourself. The light direction tells us where the highlight, core shadow, reflected light, and cast shadow go. If you're not familiar with how light and shadow work, you can learn more by following the link above. The highlight is the brightest spot where the light hits directly. The core shadow is the darkest band on the object away from the light. We actually call this line the terminator line. Reflected light is a thin, lighter band on the dark side close to the table. The cast shadow is on the surface under the egg. Plan values. Think of 5 value zones left to right. The first box, highlight or very light value. Second box, light tone. Third box, mid-tone. Number 4, core shadow or dark value. And finally, the last one, cast shadow on the table. We'll build each value progressively with lines. Warm up. Before shading the egg, warm up with a few long curved lines that follow the shape of the egg. These are contour hatches. Long, confident strokes help the surface stay smooth. Use your whole arm or wrist, not just fingers. For smoothness, keep the strokes even and continuous. Leave the highlight area mostly white and avoid shading it. For a soft, smooth look, the highlight should be clear paper, not a tiny white streak lost in dark marks. So avoid touching this spot. If using graphite, you can very faintly hatch far from this area to preserve the white. Of course, my sketchbook is a colored paper. Start your first layer of hatching on the light side. Use light pressure and white spacing between curved lines that follow the egg's contour. These lines are long and slightly curved like rings around the egg. So draw one direction curved parallel lines in the light area. Keep 1 to 2 line widths between lines. Spacing controls value. So white spacing equals more white showing equals lighter value. For the midtone, place lines closer together and slightly increase pressure, still using curved contour hatches. Keep the same direction so the surface stays smooth. So move into the middle of the egg with denser curved hatching. Make strokes slightly bolder but still controlled. For the core shadow, tighten spacing and add a second pass if needed. You can add a subtle second direction, a very light cross layer, only here to deepen value, but keep those extra strokes short and still following the contour subtly, and do not break the flow. So add a denser hatching band for the core shadow. If using cross hatching, add a second, lighter layer at a slight angle, but don't use hard, short scribbles. Keep it contour aware. On a smooth subject, we normally avoid lots of random crosshatch angles. That makes the surface read textured or rough, so reserve cross-hatching for deeper shadows only. Finally, draw the cast shadow on the surface. This is usually darkest near the egg and fades away. Use denser, slightly directional cross-hatching on the darkest edge and feather it out with lighter lines. So hatch the immediate area under and slightly to the opposite side of the light for the darkest edge. Then space lines outwards to fade. Smoother transitions come from small, gradual changes. Slightly closer spacing, slightly more pressure, then an extra layer only where necessary. Don't jump from very light to very dark in one stroke. Instead, spacing, spacing, then pressure, then light cross layer. Repeat gradually. Two specific rules. Rule number 1. When using ink, favor spacing changes over pressure. You can't erase ink, so spacing is safer. Rule number 2. When using pencil, use gentle pressure initially, and then darken gradually. You can lift graphite later. Bonus tips. Always let most lines follow the shape of the egg. Curve them like the form. Straight horizontal lines can flatten the form. Contour hatching suggests curvature and keeps the surface looking smooth. Cross hatching can deepen value without making the surface scratchy, but use it sparingly for smooth objects. Add the second set of lines at a gentle angle and only in the core shadow and cast shadow. Keep the second set light and curved to match the first set. If a spot gets too dark, lift graphite with a kneaded eraser to soften the highlight edge. For pen users, avoid erasing. Plan highlights or use white gel pen very sparingly for the brightest sparkles. Practice these 3 drills to improve fast. Draw 10 curved parallel lines every day. Make a 5-step hatching value strip. Wide to tight spacing. Shade an egg in 3 minutes, focusing on keeping the lines long and curved. Final checks: edge quality and polish. Look at the edges. The egg's outline should be subtle, not a hard dark line. Soften the silhouette with light hatching or leave it alone. The cast shadow edge can be slightly harder. Step back and check the overall gradient. It should read as smooth and round. Common beginner mistakes. Use short, choppy strokes everywhere. This makes object look textured. Pressing too hard, too fast. If you do this, you lose control of value transition. Using crosshatch across entire form. This one flattens smooth surfaces. Pick any objects around you. A fruit, a leaf, a fabric, and try mimicking its texture using just lines. The more textures you practice, the more believable your drawing will feel. If this video helped you understand textures, hatching, and cross-hatching, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more drawing tutorials. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon in the next video.